Hey, what's up YouTube? King James here. If you watch my SMG shootout video, you probably noticed that the PPSH came in last. But, well, that was then and this is now. And with Reloaded, that just came out a couple of days ago, the PPSH got a buff. But is it a lot of buff or a little buff? Is it a lot better or is it not really that much better? Well, I've done some testing with it and it's, a little better than what I thought it was. And maybe it's time for you to revisit what SMG you're carrying. You may be surprised. Let's check it out. All right, so let's have a quick look at what came out in the patch notes. As you can see right here, Submachine Gun Hotel, which is the PPSH, it's got 2 buff arrows. So did the Swiss K31. If you watch my Swiss K31 video, they buffed it a lot, and it's way better now. I'll link it right here so you can check it out. However, let's have a look at what they changed on the PPSH. When I scroll down to it, the maximum damage increased from 27 to 28. Sort of sounds like big deal, right? But it is a big deal, and there's a reason why. The maximum damage was increased by maximum damage range was increased by 3.8%. Also, again, doesn't seem like lots. However, it already had really good range to begin with. We believe the PPSH is on the brink of being able to contest some of the strongest submachine guns. The damage bump will undoubtedly have it joining higher rank SMGs as a contender for that top spot. So let me show you what the time to kill looked like when I did my shootout video and what it looks like now. So if you watch my SMG shootout, the PPSH, it's in sort of brown here, and you can see it was the worst up close, and it only sort of became pretty good right around, what's that, around 22 meters or so, when it was sort of in company of the MAC-10 and LC-10 out here in this range. And then it was the best kind of beyond that, because it only has 1 damage drop off. But, a lot of times we're not typically using SMGs out this far, but sometimes we are, depends on how good they are. But now let's have a look at the time to kill now. All right, and here's what it looks like now. So now the PPSH is in orange, and check it out. The only thing that beats it up close is the Cold War MP5, and that's only by a tiny bit, and only up to 9 meters. After 9 meters, the PPSH is the best, up to about 16 or 17 meters. And then it's pretty close with the AK47 and the LC-10. And then again, it's the absolute best again, except for the FFAR. And if you remember, the FFAR was always the best gun at medium range, but look, it's only slightly better than the PPSH. It's 600 millisecond time to kill versus 660. So 60 milliseconds sounds like a lot, but remember, this is the average ping most of us play on. I mean, I play on about 35 or 40, but some people play on 60 or even 100. So the difference between these two guns is sometimes the difference in ping between you and the server. So all in all, the PPSH and the FFAR are almost equal in terms of mid-range usage. And I played with the gun like that. And well, it plays like that too. Check it out. All right, so have a look at this, and this is a really interesting case. So I ran up on this guy and started shooting him, but hang on, I want to go slow-mo on it, okay? And look at what happens here. So I come around the corner, and he hits me first, okay? He's already shot me. I haven't shot a bullet yet. Well, I think I shot one right there, but if I back up a tiny bit, okay, I haven't shot a bullet yet. You can see right there, 55 down at the bottom. And my plates, I only have maybe 1 plate down. Microsoft won't let me get rid of this. But anyway, as I drag it, there, okay, I have no plates, which you can see down there, almost none, and I've only shot 1 bullet. So this guy definitely had the drop on me. But as I drag it across, boom, 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 I get the down. And when I run up and finish him, look what I found. He was using an LC-10. So he shot me first, and I beat him with the PPSH, even though he had an LC-10. So I kept on using it, and here's one of the things I noticed that kept happening. I was getting shot first, and I was still getting the down. And I noticed that it's so much stronger up close than what it used to be. Up close, it used to be terrible. Now it's strong. Here's a bit more range right here. Again, no problem getting the downs. I found at range, which was almost AR range or, long SMG range, I never had any problem getting downs with this thing. It's really strong now. I mean, it was good before, but now it works close, medium, and far. It's pretty well good everywhere. And look at how far away this is. No problem getting the down there. The gun is really strong at almost all ranges now. Like, honestly, I think it's the SMG to beat at this point. So as I said, I've been pairing the PPSH with the Swiss K31, which is an amazing sniper rifle. You should check out my video on it. And if I haven't shown you why you should run this gun with the Swiss K31, watch this.
Down one. Down another one. Killed one.
Friendly loadout drop on the way.
Oh, did you see that? Oh my god. Woo.
But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the PPSH. So let me show you my loadout. But just before I jump into that, I want to say thank you to everybody who's recently subbed to the channel. I really appreciate all the love and support and the views and everybody who subscribed lately. So thanks very much, guys. And if you haven't subbed to the channel, consider subscribing because it really does help small creators like myself. All right, let me show you my build. So I'm starting with the Loud Pipe Blueprint. It's the one we got at level 95 in this battle pass. Now you can just start with the regular gun. You don't have to use the blueprint. But I just thought the blueprint looks cool because it's reactive. And some of the attachments it has are ones that we're actually going to use. Now we're going to keep the Task Force because it's the right barrel. It has effective damage range, bullet velocity, and strafe speed. It's the right barrel for an SMG. We're not going to use the optic, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. And the Spetsnaz PCAM stock, we are going to keep that because it has firing movement speed, aim walking speed, and ADS firing movement speed. So it just makes it easier to walk around while you're ADS and using the gun. Now, I think the Raider stock is technically better on SMGs, and if you want the sprint to fire time, pick this. But to be honest, it ruins the camo for me, so I don't use it. And it still works just as good. So don't hate on me for liking the camo. I like the camo. But if you want the best stock, it's probably the Raider, but I'm gonna run this one, and I have been. And for the rear grip, it comes with the GRU elastic wrap, but that's really better for a sniper because it has flinch and aim stability. Really, you want to run the Serpent wrap because it just has all ADS speed, which is really something that you want on this gun. And I'm running the 55 round drum because it doesn't come with any ADS penalty, and ADS on an SMG is everything. So ideally, with this blueprint, you actually keep the Task Force, the stock, you run the Serpent grip, you keep the 55 barrel drum, so you actually keep all of the blueprint together, which is kind of nice because it looks pretty cool when you're using it. And then add on the sound suppressor because that's the suppressor you want to run on SMGs now. Your long range gun, you run the GRU, but on the short range guns, run the suppressor because they don't have any impact to ADS speed. Unlike the GRU, which has an ADS negative, this one does not. Now it has an effective damage range negative, but this gun has crazy effective damage range, so it really doesn't matter. So this is the muzzle that you want to run. If you really like to run an optic, you can go ahead and grab your favorite close range optic. I really like the Microflex LED, and I would replace the Serpent grip. Now you're going to lose a little bit of ADS speed, but this gun still has a pretty fast ADS no matter what. And this gives you a really nice clean sightline. It's my favorite close range optic out of all of them. So if you haven't tried this one, try it. Huxmore is pretty good as well. I do like that as well. And this is how the other way I've been running the gun when I want to use it with an optic. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Have you tried the Swiss K31 and the PPSH? They've both been majorly buffed. When I did my original videos on both guns, I basically said in both of them, Raven needs to buff both of these guns. And I think they realized that they needed to do it. So they did. And now they're both really good. I would go as far as to say that the PPSH is now the meta SMG, and the K-Swiss is probably the best short-range sniper. It's going to be the meta one. I like it better than the CAR and the SPR now. Now, for longer range snipes, right, you're still going to use the HDR or the ZRG, but that's not really what this one's for. This is more of a, mid and long range sniper. So, and I've been really using both of these guns together, and I'm not the only one. I've seen it in guys' loadouts when I've killed them. PPSH, K-Swiss. I mean, the buff is there and guys are using them, so it's definitely getting a lot more usage than it ever did before. So it's a pretty solid loadout. Give it a shot and let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. So just want to lead out with a little bit of video of me using this combo together. It's been super successful, and as always, guys, if you don't see me in Warzone, if you don't see me in multiplayer, it's only a matter of time, baby. King James out.